If the curve r equal to f of theta is symmetric about the initial line, then the following statement is correct. About initial line symmetry, it means replace theta by minus theta, equation must remains unchanged. So option A is the answer for this. Equation of the curve remains unchanged when theta is replaced by minus theta. So for 15, answer is option A. Pure theoretical question. Question number 16. If the polar equation of the curve remains unchanged by changing r by minus r by minus r. So we know that if we replace r by minus r and if equation remains unchanged in polar curve, then that curve is symmetric about the pole. So option B is the answer for this, for question number 16. Question number 17, we have the particular example. R is equal to 2a sin theta is symmetric about pole, initial line, or theta equal to pi by 4, theta equal to pi by 2. Now if we replace theta by minus theta, this equation will be r is equal to 2a sin of minus theta, that is minus 2a sin theta, which is changing. It is not equal to the original equation, means the curve is not symmetric about initial line. Also, if we replace r by minus r, the equation will become minus r is equal to 2a sin theta, which is also changing. So it means the curve is symmetric. Curve is not symmetric about pole. But if you do both the replacement simultaneously, means replace theta by minus theta and r by minus r at a time, then what happens? So if we replace r by minus r and theta by minus theta, equation will become minus r is equal to 2a into sine of minus theta, that is minus r is equal to minus 2a sin theta, that is r is equal to 2a sin theta. Equation is remaining unchanged after replacement of both r by minus r and theta by minus theta simultaneously. So the curve is symmetric about vertical line or vertical axis, you may say, and that is theta equal to pi by 2. So the option D for 17, answer is option D. Next, question number 18. Again we have a particular example similar to 17. Equation is r is equal to a sin 3 theta. So again that sin is involved. So r is equal to a sin 3 theta. Question number 18. R is equal to a sin 3 theta. This is a rose curve particularly. Now in this, if you replace theta by minus theta, equation is changing because sin of minus 3 theta is minus sin theta. Equation will change. So not symmetric about initial line. If we replace r by minus r, in that case also equation will change. So it is also not symmetric about pole. But if we do the replacement both at a time, r by minus r and theta by minus theta, that equation will remain unchanged. So the curve is symmetric about vertical axis, that is theta equal to pi by 2. So for answer question number 18, option A, theta equal to pi by 2, option A. But they are also given second point there, that is a pole. Okay, so for theta equal to pi by 2, we have two things, option A and option C. You cannot go directly for option A, we have to check for pole also. Now when the polar curve is said to be passing through pole, if for some value of theta, if you are getting r0, if for polar curve will pass through pole if for some value of theta r becomes 0, r becomes 0, then that polar curve passes through pole, or you may say origin. Now here in this example you can, for theta equal to 0 r becomes 0. For theta equal to 0 we have r is also equal to 0. It means given curve is passing through pole. So from option A and option C, option A must be correct. So our previous prediction was correct. Option A is the answer for this. Okay, so here they are asked two things, about symmetry also and about pole also, whether the curve is passing through pole or not passing through pole. This is question number 18. Okay, let's go for question number 19. Curve represented by r equal to 2a upon 1 plus cos theta. Now there is a cos, it means after replacement of theta by minus theta, the thing will remain unchanged. Theta by minus theta, equation remains unchanged. So it implies curve is symmetric about initial line. Curve is symmetric about initial line. So for initial line we have two options, option A and option B. So to get correct from A and B we have to check pole. So do we have any value of theta for which that r will become 0? You may consider that for theta equal to pi, that cos theta, that is cos pi, will be equal to minus 1, but that cos pi equal to minus 1, it makes that r infinity. So there does not exist, means any value of theta we don't have such that 1 plus cos theta is equal to 0. We want cos theta, if it becomes infinity, then we can say that this 2a upon infinity will be 0, means r will be 0. But that cos is bounded, we know that, and cos always lies between plus 1 and minus 1, maximum plus 1 and minimum minus 1. So cos cannot be infinity. It means there does not exist any value of theta for which r becomes 0. Therefore curve does not pass through pole. So we have symmetry about the initial line and it is not passing through pole. So option B is the answer for question number 19. Answer is option B. Next, question number 20, we have r is equal to a into 1 plus sin theta. Symmetry and pole, two things we have to check. For r is equal to, question number 20, r is equal to a into 1 plus sin theta. So if you replace theta by minus theta, as there is a sign of minus theta is minus sin theta, so equation is changing. Theta by minus theta, equation changes. We are interested in unchanged. If you replace r by minus r, in that case also equation will change. These are the two cases. Third, if you do the both replacements simultaneously, r by minus r and theta by minus theta, you can see that minus sign will cancel and equation will remain unchanged. So in this situation, after replacement of r by minus r and theta by minus theta, equation remains unchanged. Therefore symmetry about vertical axis, that is theta equal to pi by 2. So two options we have for theta equal to pi by 2 symmetry, option C and option D. Just have to check the pole. Can we find any value of theta for which just r will become 0? So for which value of theta, we can say that r is equal to 0. For that sine of theta must be equal to minus 1. Sine of theta must be equal to minus 1. Now we can say that what is sine 3 pi by 2? Sine 3 pi by 2 is minus 1. So for theta equal to 3 pi by 2, sine theta is equal to minus 1, and r is equal to 0. It means we have one value of theta for which r becomes 0. Therefore curve passes through pole. So symmetry about theta equal to pi by 2 and passing through pole. Option D is the correct answer. So for question number 20, answer is option D. Next, question number 21. So this is about the theory part of parametric curve. The parametric curve x equal to f of t, y equal to g of t is symmetric about x-axis. So for x-axis symmetry, that f of t must be even and g of t must be odd. Option A is the answer. So for question 21, directly we can write option A as the answer. Then question number 22, a special example we have in 22. X is equal to 80 square and y is equal to 280. Now this curve is symmetric about. So first of all, what is f of t here? F of t is 80 square and g of t is 280. What is f of minus t? F of minus t is 80 square, same, because even power, so a minus t square will be a plus t square, and g of minus t is minus 280. So what you can observe, f of minus t is same as plus f of t, means f is even, and g of minus t is minus of g of t, it means g is odd. So f even, g odd, it means that curve is symmetric about x-axis. So option B is the answer for question number 22. Answer is option B. Okay, next question number 23. For question number 23, again we have particular example. X is equal to a cos cube of theta and y is equal to b sin cube of theta. Here parameter is theta. So f of theta we have a cos cube of theta, and g of theta we have b sin cube of theta. Now find out f of minus theta. So f of minus theta will be a cos cube of minus theta, and cos of minus theta is same as cos theta, so it is a cos cube of theta. So again you can see that f of minus theta is same as f of theta. It implies the function f is even. Now consider g of minus theta. G of minus theta will be b sin cube of minus theta, but sin of minus theta we know it is minus sin theta and it is a cube, so minus sin theta cube will be minus sin cube theta, means it is finally what? Minus b sin cube of theta. So it is minus g of theta. So g of minus theta we have minus g of theta, it means it is odd. Therefore the curve is symmetric about x-axis. Curve is symmetric about x-axis. But as there is a trigonometry and the symmetry about y-axis fails, because we have symmetry about y-axis is when f of minus theta or f is odd and g is even, then it is symmetric about y-axis. If that second rule fails here, first rule passes. Symmetry about x-axis we have, but in the example there is a trigonometry, so we have to go with the replacement of theta by minus theta. One symmetry we got as symmetric about x-axis, and to check symmetry about y-axis we have the alternate rule, which is saying that replace theta by pi minus theta. So what will be f of pi minus theta? F of pi minus theta will be a cos cube of pi minus theta, that is a into, now what is cos pi minus theta? by allied angle cos pi minus theta, it will be angle lies in the second quadrant and it is even multiple. Cos will remain cos. In second quadrant cos is negative, so it is what? Minus a, it will be minus of cos cube of theta. Okay, in second quadrant cos is negative, so eventually it is what? Minus a cos cube of theta. So f of pi minus theta is equal to minus a cos cube of theta, which is minus f of theta, which is minus f of theta. It means what? F is changing in sign. F is changing in sign after replacement of theta by pi minus theta. Now we will do the replacement of theta by pi minus theta in g of theta or in y. So what will be g of pi minus theta? G of pi minus theta is equal to b sine cube of pi minus theta, that is b sine cube of, just it is again second quadrant, even multiple of pi by 2, so pi allied angle concept, sine will remain sine, and in second quadrant sine is positive, so it is b sine cube of theta as it is, which is g of theta. So g of pi minus theta is g of theta. It means it is remaining unchanged. So what we have? After replacement of theta by pi minus theta, after replacement of theta by pi minus theta, f of theta changes in sign and g of theta is unchanged. Therefore it implies that rule for alternate rule for symmetry of y-axis is satisfied. It means the curve is symmetric about y-axis. So first we got the symmetry about x-axis. By alternate rule we have the symmetry about y-axis. This curve is symmetric about both x and y-axis. Option C is correct. So for 23, option C is correct answer. The curve is symmetric about both x and y axis. Okay, let us go for question number 24. The curve represented by x is equal to a into t plus sin t and y is equal to a into 1 plus cos t is symmetric and about origin. Two things they are asked: to check symmetry and to find whether the curve is passing through our origin or not passing through origin. So first we'll check symmetry. What is f of t here? F of t is a into t plus sin t. So what you can say about f of minus t? F of minus t will be minus a t plus sin t. Sin of minus t is minus sin t, so this will be minus a into t plus sin t, which is minus f of t. So f of minus t is equal to minus f of t. It means it is odd. And what about g of t? G of t is this thing, a into 1 plus cos t, a into 1 plus cos t. So what is g of minus t from this? G of minus t will be equal to a into 1 plus cos of minus t, but cos of minus t is cos t. It means it is same, a into 1 plus cos t. So g of minus t is equal to g of t. It means g is even. So f odd, g even. It means curve is symmetric about y-axis. If we see the options, option A and option C are giving the symmetry about y-axis. So we have the answer from option A or option C. Just we have to check whether the curve is passing through origin or not passing through origin. Now in case of a parametric curve, when we say that curve is passing through origin, if for same value of parameter t both x and y becomes 0, if for same value of parameter t both x and y becomes 0, then we can conclude that curve is passing through origin. Now here we can see that for t equal to pi, cos pi is minus 1, so y will become 0. but for t equal to pi, x does not become 0, x is a pi. And for t equal to 0, that x becomes 0. But what you can say about y? For t equal to 0, y will be a. So we are not having any value of t for which both x and y becomes 0. So no value of t for which both x and y become 0. Therefore, curve does not pass through origin. Curve does not pass through origin. So option A we have to consider, because it is symmetry about y-axis. First we have checked, and here we got that curve is not passing through origin. So correct answer is option A. So for 24, answer is option A. Okay, this is question number 24. Next, question number 25. X is equal to the curve x is equal to t square and y is equal to t minus t cube upon 3. Two things we have to check: symmetry and whether it is passing through origin or not passing through origin. So first we will check symmetry. What is f of t here? T square. So from that, f of minus t is same t square. So f of minus t is equal to f of t. It means curve is symmetric about O. It implies that f of t is even function. F of minus t equal to f of t. Now what is g of t here? G of t is t minus t cube upon 3. So what you can say about g of minus t? G of minus t is minus t plus t cube upon 3. That is minus into bracket t minus t cube upon 3. So it is minus g of t. So g of minus t is minus g of t. It means it is odd. It implies symmetry about f is even and g is odd. So it is symmetric about x-axis. Symmetry is about x-axis. So answer is from option A or option C. Just have to check the origin. Now for origin, is there any value of t for which both x and y become 0? Surely. Here you can see that for t equal to 0, x is 0 and also y is 0. Both x and y become 0. Therefore curve is passing through origin. Curve is passing through origin. Therefore it is symmetric about x-axis and passing through origin. Option C is the answer. Option C. Okay, so this is question number